Hi, everyone. Come on into the room. Hey, everyone. We are live and let's see. I don't know how to do all that other stuff when it comes down to um, uh, the music and all this other stuff, but we're just going to go ahead and just leave it how it is. Peace, love, and light to all that's in the room. Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll have a wonderful live and a wonderful panel tonight. All are welcomed onto this panel. Okay, we'll be discussing a few topics. I am your host, Janae Alexandria, and we are blooming beautifully as we all evolve together. I'm going to leave also the link. Hi, Anita. How are you, my love? I'll also leave a link down in the comment box. Don't know how to appoint admins, but because we might need them tonight. But as I get things situated, like I said, if you want to come on to the panel, join the live, and get into these topics of discussions, that would be awesome. So there's a lot of things I want to discuss, but also I want to just go ahead and talk about my own stories as well. Excuse me, hold on one second. Okay, here we go. So hi, Sugar Love. Sugar Love, how are you? I am doing wonderful. How are you doing today? How are you? Hi, Anthony. I am appreciative of all the love. So, yes, you can. I'm going to go ahead and hold on. I hope I didn't do anything. Okay, there we go. All right, so I want to come on live, and what inspired these things for me to go live is because I had a beautiful and powerful session with Nepal Shadal last night, and we talked about many things. Of course, this came about and sparked from the current cult members of Carbonation. The goddesses there, they saw it fit to go on Sonnetter last night and to say a few things that necessarily wasn't true. And it sparked me to continue to bring awareness to these things because also our community isn't as up to date with a lot of things, especially since even if there's so many things out there on the internet, I don't think it will ever be enough because there'll be always someone new coming into this whole shebang we had going on, and wondering why and asking questions and having their perspectives on other things. But it's good to get a perspective from someone who was actually there and not just get it from people that I'll be very blunt when I say certain things are like sworn into it or oppressed into what they're doing now. For me, I am a carbonation survivor. And I call myself a survivor because there have been people who has passed, and there are people who are still mentally trapped and imprisoned. And I can say hi, Kay, and I can definitely say that I am healing out of, certain programs. And even if it's almost been 3 years since I've left the cult, there are certain things that I'm still healing from. And I want people to understand that first and foremost, I am not perfect. But I am moving on with my life. I do want to get into exactly who I am as well, because there's a lot of rhetoric and there's a lot of propaganda, all of these things online that is casting stones onto my name. And that's why Nepal Shadal wanted to do the podcast in the first place, to, introduced to me. And there's no better way to do that than to do it on my own panel as well. And I'm saying that it is a safe space for anyone to get up on here and talk and share their opinions and everything of that nature. I am a bit late, and I apologize if it is late in your region, in your area of the world. But I'm coming here as vulnerable as I can be tonight. I am Janae. My full name is Janae Alexandria Newell. I am an author of the book Lesson Learned. And in this book, I talk about my cult experience with the cult leader who went by the name Nature Boy, but his name is Eligio Bishop. I am the one that also came forward and pressed charges on this particular person, which led him into being convicted and also getting life in prison plus 10 years. There's a lot of people online and because the cult was heavily based online, people online have a lot of opinions about that. They say that he didn't deserve it. They say that he should have just got 15 years and then try to change. No. All right. I'm going to go into that a little bit because I did see that, and I am kind of like appalled by what I've seen and heard by the people. There was no changing with him. And I feel as if the sentence he got is what he deserves and what the universe, what God, the real God, had said because of his broken promises to the Most High. There are things that we try to do in life, and becoming God doesn't mean that you have to run people's life. Being God-like and being in your Christ consciousness doesn't mean to abuse and manipulate and use people in the worst way possible. And not just, of one or two people, but a whole crew of 25 to 30 people at a time. Even if it's like 15 people at a time, that doesn't make you God. What makes you God is your Christ consciousness, your connection to source, if you're in purpose, and your love that you have for yourself and for others, and what you do for the world. What you're able to offer and to give. What makes you look God-like in that way. Thank you so much. I will always have your back. Just been really busy, have to catch up. Absolutely. And I appreciate that, love. There are stories I want to talk about as well. And here's the thing. If I ever, and I'm going to just forewarn y'all now, if I get emotional talking about these things, is because, like I said before, I am still healing. But I want to also tell the world what I'm doing now to not just fix myself, but just to move forward into my future. Presently, now, like I said, I am an author. I wrote in a book about certain things, and also I've written books on other things. I have a gratitude journal out, and I also have a affirmation book to help people reprogram their subconscious mind from abuse, basically, whether it was self-inflicted or from other people. And your mind is your greatest weapon. So if you're able to positively talk to yourself in the most beautiful way and remind yourself of who you actually are in God's eyes, in love's eyes, you can definitely reap powerful, positive results in your reality. And that's why I written that, is for the people who have gone through trauma like me and didn't have a positive self-talk. So that is out as well on Amazon. You can also get it onto my website, which is right here, thejanenewell.com. And if you would like to donate to any cause of this lives, or want to see more lives, and you're enjoying the show, enjoying what you're seeing, enjoying what you're hearing, and getting more clarity on certain things, learning anything, please do decide to sow a seed to that Cash App right there, Nateri Janae. So I am an author. I'm also a singer. Um, I have also a lot of other talents as well, but I wanted to get into how the influence of this particular individual that's now incarcerated for life. He had a lot of talented, beautiful people around him, and he still do have talented, beautiful, amazing goddesses by his side writing for him, but we weren't able to truly express that as the goddesses. I would say we wasn't able to truly express that in the ways that we really, really wanted to, because we were always doing what he wanted, you know. Um, I think that the goddesses that's there now, they don't know what they actually have to offer because of being told what they're not, being told that they're not enough, being told certain things like that he's all they have. He's their God. Nothing else, matters but him. And I'm here to tell, if they are listening and watching, I'm here to reach out and say to you goddesses that that is not the truth. I stand before you a changed woman, also healing from that mindset of carbonation slash imagination. And I'm telling you that you can get your glow back, you can get your purpose on, and you can turn back your intuition on, you can turn back God on within you instead of allowing other people to be God in your life. The more that you continue to allow God to be in your life, the more things get better for yourself. But the more you allow someone else to be your God, is the more that you stay away from your true purpose and your true calling. And seeing Caleb Buckner on that live that we did last night, it did get me a bit emotional because we were close. And that was my friend, that was my sister. And, um, excuse me, I want to remind them, not just her, but anyone involved, that you are more than what he could ever say that you are. You are more than what he sees you as. How he sees you does not matter. How you see yourself matters. And I want to remind them because I was once there. I know what it's like, and I've been in these type of situations multiple times in my life. I know what it's like to give your voice, give your everything over, even what we call it, your soul, because it's everything that you are, your personal persona, you, who you are, what your creative endeavors are, what God has for you, giving everything over to a man that doesn't know how to even use it or control it or want to control it and manipulate who you are and change who you are, change everything about you. I seen Zoka, aka Jayon. I seen Jayon on the live that they did with Sonetter. Beautiful sister, has a powerful voice, speaks with conviction, but just speaking up for a man that got what he deserved. And I would love to see her use that beautiful voice that she has into singing, into poetry. Excuse me, like I said, excuse me if I get emotional because these are women that I actually truly loved and cared for. And I see their greatness, and I see their talents, and I see their gifts, and I really would love for the world to see that as well and help them to understand that they can hone into that. And that's what's going to make them godlike when they honing into their creativity as goddesses here on this earth. Instead of day in, day out, trying to get some man out of jail when he's God, ain't he? He can get himself out and whenever he decides to. So what's the point of doing that? The point of what you're here to do is to be your best version of self. That was the whole point of carbonation, or what we thought it was, is to be your greatest version of yourself and tapping into your godlikehood, your godlikeness, your goddesshood, and what makes you you and what makes you unique, even in a world full of reflections, mirrors, people. I say this to say this because I was once there and I understand what it's like. I honestly believe I would have never came into my true potential, and I'm still am becoming into my truest potential if I was in carbonation, stuck in imagination. We're here to evolve. We're here to change, and not only ourselves, but also change the world. And with generational trauma that haunts us, if we're not able to heal through those generational traumas that's been passed on from our parents and our parents' parents, if we're not able to get into that deep, darkest point of self, get into our shadows and really heal, go through the process of acceptance and seeing who we truly are and what they've done and changing what they've done, we'll never be able to evolve out of here. And I would love for my people to get on out. That's what we're here to do. That's what we're here at Starseeds to do as people, as souls, to evolve, but also just to be ourselves, be authentic. I truly do not believe that these women are being that authentic to themselves. And regardless of what people want to say about them, regardless of what people want to see, I've been with these women, and I know for a fact that they are beautiful inside and out. I know for a fact that their progress in life and changing themselves for the better is was halted and still halted by this man, and that's why he needed to be locked away. That's why he needed to go, because he was not only keeping himself back but teaching people how to keep themselves back too. There was once a point where I thought this man was everything that God was trying to tell us to be. There was once a time where I thought this man was telling us to go out into nature and, be in tune with our higher self, which, going out into nature and communing with the planet, communing with the earth, getting in tune with the earth, getting in tune with ourselves, is the way to connect to a higher source that's going to help us connect to many people and inspire many people to uplift themselves. I truly believe that God lives within us all, and God can help us, see the way, the truth, and the light. But we have to connect to God and intentionally want to connect to God, because there's also another voice. There's also the balance. There's also the devil. I truly believed that Eligio Bishop was a messenger, just like I am. And I stopped believing once I started seeing what I needed to see. Because you can be a messenger and use the message for the wrong reasons, like Eligio Bishop did. He brought people in, people, vulnerable people who wanted family and communion and love and just to be their greatest self. He brought them in just to torture them, manipulate them, humiliate them, abuse them, and still is to this day. Now, I watched those girls get beat, battered, and bruised mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So when people come up on here and say he's never been violent, we already know that. We already know that he's not that. Like, we already know that he's not violent. We already know that he has been violent and always have been. So that's not even whatever. But the point to where they think that lying is what's going to get them to their greatest version. Now that hits my heart. That hits my heart. Because what happened to my aunt? What happened to justice and truth and righteousness? What happened to the morals? What happened to stand up for what you believe is right? You honestly believe what you're doing is right? Do you honestly believe what you're doing is right? And not because you've been told that is right. Seek down into your own heart. Kayla, Jayon, Marie, Jayon. Seek down into your own heart. your own heart and ask yourself, do you truly believe what you're doing is right? Past all the rhetorics, the black man is God and they want to suppress the black man. Please ask yourself, is that what you believe, that they're actually trying to suppress him? Or has he been suppressing y'all? And now it's been flipped back onto him. Because that's what you give. What you give is what you get. Understand why the universe is doing this. I don't care what anyone has to say. I love those girls. And I will continue to love them. I'll continue to reach out in whatever way, shape, or form possible I can for my power. In whether it's words, spiritually, prayer, by law, it's like I was never going to try to do that. But if this is a way, I'm going to make it a way. These women, like a lot of people in the world, need help. I needed help, but I had to help myself first. You're gonna have to want to help yourself first, Jayon. I can see it. You're gonna have to want to help yourself, Kayla, and know that Kayla is Kayla. If Kayla wants to be Efru is could be a whole another thing. Efru doesn't need to be Nature Boy's caddy. Efru could be a powerful dancer. Has anyone seen her dance? When is the last time we seen her do poetry or dance? But this is the things that make them God. These are the things that make them creative. These are the things that make them beautiful. It's those parts of themselves that they wished to share with the world, being in carbonation. That's what they wanted to do, share that with the world. And at points of times where we were encouraged to, and then it's taken away from us. Doing what we love to do, then it's taken away from us. What kind of life is that? What kind of power is that when you don't even have your own? Whose power is it? The power never belonged to Nature Boy, never belonged to Eligio, to Chief, to the Christ, whatever you guys want to call him nowadays. He's not your son. He is your abuser, and he's been abusing you for a while. So I say this to say this. He might have awakened us in ways, but it was your intention to awaken yourself that brought you to your journey. It's now time to move forward. It's now time to step up and break the shield that was placed onto you. You have the power to do it. I know you do. These are powerful goddesses in their own right. I don't care how weak they are mentally to people or whatever. I know them. Creative, beautiful, passionate, powerful, loving, nurturing, even the bad sides of them. Insecure, jealous, lacking emotional intelligence, but still growing into the beautiful flower that they are. Still blooming, still evolving. I'm tired of seeing them devolve. So, I don't know. I guess I wanted to start off with that since they wanted to come on into my interview last night and talk to me. I'm going to talk to them and truly talk to them because I love them. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I want you to love yourself. I see you. See yourself. Please see yourself. Look yourself in the mirror and look at you. I don't know if you have looked yourself in the mirror or not, but start saying affirmations if you want. And start to see the greatness that you truly are without Elikio Bishop. It might be hard to think about it in the moment, to think about a life without him, but it can be done. And I promise you, it might be more than anything than you ever imagined. Sometimes it's hard to walk away from people we love, but it's best to know what is to when you do the right thing for yourself is doing the right thing for them as well. Letting go could be the hardest part, but it's worth it because you start to see how strong you really are without the validation of someone else, without their strength. It's always been your strength that kept up the whole shebang. Everything was kept up by you, and you know it. You know you have a goddess energy. You know you have power. You know you have God within you. You know who you are. Secretly, you do, but you don't want to admit it to yourself. You don't want to take that power back. You want to give it to someone else because being abused and oppressed to the point where, oh, I couldn't be that for so long. It makes you feel like you're inadequate, but you've never been inadequate. You were never inadequate when it came down to Elikio Bishop. If anything, you were also the messenger. I used to watch J.R. Marie, and I used to watch Kayla Buckner. Kayla, she used to go live, and she used to do downloads. She used to do videos. We'll call them videos because that's what they are. Inspirational videos of what she was going through, and she would talk to herself. Before she started talking to herself in a mean way, her self-talk in her mind became mean because that's what Elikio taught them to do. But this is the influence of Elikio Bishop that we want out of jail. She talked to herself mean now, but when she was talking to herself nice and passionately and compassionately and forgivingly, she was speaking some real shit. I know you. And you helped me in ways you don't know possible. So please see you for the powerful woman that you are without giving reverence to a man, to another being, but give reverence to the power that made you you, the power that lives in you. I love you. So I'm gonna just start there. There's always been love for them, and more love than they even know. Where's the interview? I'll drop the link in the which interview we're talking about. Are we talking about the one with Nepal Shada or Sinider with the two young ladies, two goddesses? Which one are we talking about? Because I'll drop the link for both if you need me to. Excuse me. Let it go. Let it go. It's okay to let go. Now, it's okay. If you needed anyone to tell you, other than people bashing you and telling you that you're wrong for loving, it's never wrong to love. But it's never right to allow something to oppress who you are, because that's not loving yourself. It's okay to let go. Wagwan. It's okay to let go. This is a space of love, and it's always going to be a space of love. So that is a link to shit. I don't know which one I put a link to just a while ago. That's the link to shoot. No, that's not it. That's not it. Sorry. I went on a whole nother situation. That's not the link to any of the videos. But let's see. Oh wow. It's gone. No, their interview with Saw Netter is gone. It's taken down. I think they probably messaged him to take it down. It's gone. It's gone from the face of the earth. They probably made him look stupid, so he ordered them to tell him to take it down and probably paid him or something. I don't know. But it's gone. I don't know. I don't see it anymore. I'm not trying to make any assumptions. I'm not trying to make any assumptions, but it's gone. Come in. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna stop the camera real quick. All right, my loves. Excuse me. I am still a mom, so her grandparents are taking care of her right now. Love will always win. I don't care what y'all say. Love will always win. So they will see. They will feel the love. That's the link that I just sent is the link to Napashada's interview that she did with me last night. You'll be able to see that Kayla came on last night as well. And Solar, aka Courtney, aka Solar, was also with me. Excuse me. All right, so I invited people up, but I'm not sure if anyone clicked the link, so I'm going to read it again. This happened last time to where people just watched me and just listened to me, but I am inviting people up as well. Oh, please do drop a like, share this live with people, yeah. Beautiful people were a part of Carbonation, and we all came together for a reason. But it wasn't to fulfill the needs of Nature Boy, it was to live our lives to the fullest and connect together to create something amazing and powerful. That's what it was. Now it's all about him. And the reason why I guess everyone made it about him, because we shared a trauma of not realizing our worth and not knowing who we really truly are, or honing into our gifts to the point where we see it as useful as much as we need to know it to be. We shared a trauma of low self-esteem that's susceptible to narcissistic abuse. Narcissism, people that come in and try to use you, abuse you, manipulate you, gaslight you, take you away from who you are, truly. Change your name, change everything about you, just because you couldn't stand up and say, no, I love who I am. I know who I am. I took in the time to get to know who I am, and I love who I am. I stand y'all before y'all today. Hey, lovely Lynn. I stand here before y'all today knowing more of who I am. And I thank God for that. I thank the Most High. I thank my ancestors and my angels for protecting me in this process and guiding me. And I thank the people in my life, my friends, my family, my partner, for always reminding me that I am worthy. I am enough. I am beautiful. I am powerful. I am amazing. Just the way I am. Just the way I am. And I can always grow and improve and add more flavor, add more to myself, you know? But true love is acceptance. A person who truly loves you wouldn't want to change you. They will see that you, even if they don't see you as perfect, they see you as just lovely, just as lovely. They'll see you as perfect as who you are. You're perfectly you, not perfectly them, but perfectly you and unique and wholesome and worthy of everything that is love, everything you desire. That's love. Loving it isn't wanting to change. Loving is accepting who you are. Um, and I pray they understand that and feel that the next time they see or get on the phone with him. Get on the phone with him. See that. When did you realize Nature Boy was a destructive cult leader and that he was not trying to build and create a real community? I was in and out of that belief. As y'all know, I would get into the cult and I would leave, and then I would have a little wake up moment, and then he'll come back and be charming, all up in my ear, then back and forth, you know. But the last time that I saw that, it was the last time that he essayed me. The last time he chose to tell someone it was okay to abuse me, that's when I realized that he wasn't what he said he was. For no reason. No reason. And I'm not saying there should be a reason for anyone to be abused physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whatever. But the last time when he chose to say to someone, just because I was being nice and oversharing, overgiving, or whatever, I was just being nice, and told me that I was a leech because of that, that's when I realized that this ain't love. Because all I was being was love. And I know that. That's something I knew to the core of my heart. I knew I was just being loving, and I got in trouble for it. So I was like, this is not a loving place. This is not a loving. It couldn't be. I had time to sit down and think. I was left to sit and think after I was abused. And I had time to see things and put one and two together after being physically hurt. And I was like, well, it don't match up what he's saying. He can't say he loves me and loves his people, but when we're being love, we're in the state of love, we get in trouble for it. You get what I'm saying? It didn't make sense to me. It wasn't right. So I knew how to tap into love myself. And when someone was telling me it wasn't love, I refused to be gaslighted. I refused everything that was about it. And I was like, I'm out. This is not what he's saying it is. And I can't keep believing the lie. I can't keep believing his words. I can't keep believing the words and there's no action shown. He should have seen that how I was acting was from a place of happiness, pure happiness, and just concern, genuine concern, So that's when I realized, I was like, nah, this ain't it. This is not love. We're talking about we love ourselves. And I had time to sit and think before leaving. And I was like, okay, this is a decision now. If I'm deciding that this is what I'm seeing and feeling inside my heart, and deciding that this is the truth, I'm deciding that this right here is the truth instead of what I've been told. What is my truth? What is my truth? And I decided to trust my truth. Yeah. Yes. 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 Sorry. Speaking. Coming to me now. Channeling. That is what happened. I decided to trust my truth. My truth. Not what he wanted me to believe. He wanted to make me believe that I was something that I wasn't. I knew I was a giver of life. I didn't drain people. I knew that I was a giver of love. I was a giver. I gave from whatever I had. In that moment, I was giving from knowledge, speaking truth, giving from my energy, light, love, making someone feel warmed and welcomed into our environment. And I was ridiculed for that. And it truly baffled me. That's why I made a face, and my face was like, because I truly, genuinely did not know what was going on. And it confused me. I was like, this ain't love. This have to be something different. So I decided to trust that truth, and I went on with my way. And I decided no matter what came my way, because I knew that if I decided to leave, they would gang around and say shit about me, call me all these names, and tell me I'm not nothing, and tell me that I need to listen to him and just stay. And I said no. The biggest part of this whole situation was me saying no. No, absolutely not. This ain't it. You're not it. I know what I'm feeling. You cannot lie to me anymore. I can't lie to myself anymore. So, yes, that's what happened. Trusting my own truth and knowing what I truly am, which is a giver and not a leech. Thank you for that question, Medea. Peace to you in the building. I really am grateful that you're here. I'm not sure if I can see if anyone's in the what is it called, back studio or whatever. But if I don't think anyone is, because nothing's popping up. So whatever. But I'm glad that you guys are here listening and you're communing. Thank you, Shannon. Love that for you. I appreciate that. Chosen one, you are loved. Absolutely. The power is in you. The power in you is unmatched. You have to be honest in this moment. You are a powerhouse. I have to be honest. Sorry. I have to be honest in this moment that you're a powerhouse. Thank you. I really appreciate that, Medea. Thank you. I'm happy you made it out and liberated many other people in doing so. I'm thankful because that's what it was always about in the first place. The liberation of our people. The liberation. What is it called? Emancipate. Sorry, this is the only way I can say it. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. That's what we thought we were doing. But we got ourselves emancipated. We got ourselves stuck in mental slavery. Ain't that ironic? We was there to teach everyone how to get themselves out of the system, but we fell right into one. Face forward into a system. It was a system where they're talking about the system did this and system did that. It was jail. Combination was jail. Um, People don't understand the strength it takes for a woman to report being violated. Now I'm gonna get into that because you're absolutely right, Medea. Absolutely right. Absolutely correct. No one knows how hard it was for me. People wanted us to believe that, oh, it must have been easy because she was jealous and she wanted to be queen and she wanted to be his number one and all this other bullshit. Excuse my language, but it's bullshit. It was hard for me to come forward. I had to make the right decision. I had to make the right decision for myself and for my people. My people that I grew to love. I made the decision for myself because I knew what happened to me. And I was still figuring out, even when I was being interviewed and stuff, still figuring out what was happening to me, but I knew something wrong happened to me. And I had to come forward because I was fighting for my life while telling on a man that I loved, I cared about, I'd truly seen greatness in, and I watched went mad in front of my very eyes. Maybe he was always crazy, but he got crazier. He was my friend, what I thought. I thought he was my friend, but friends don't do that to friends. He was always my abuser, and I didn't see it because we loved him. And it was hard for me. Very, very hard. Hard to the point where, excuse me. Jesus. Excuse me. And that was the answer that came out. um, Never told this story. But in the, I don't want to call it interrogation. I'm going to say when they first brought me in for questioning, and I had to bring one of my friends with me because I didn't know I needed strength and help, but because she was my mental health advocate, she came with me because she knew I would need someone to help me process and help me deal with the mental stress I'll be in answering questions about Eligio Bishop and what I went through and what actually happened. We got to the part of what happened that night in the essay. And no, let me first say, when I was first asked, who is Eligio Bishop to you? How do you know Eligio Bishop? That was the first question asked. And I couldn't even answer it straight away. I started tearing up, breaking down in tears. It was hard to do this, but I knew it was the right thing to do, not only for myself. That was the first question. And I remember when it came down to me telling my story about what happened that night, they had to pause. They had to pause because, excuse me, they had to pause because, and because I started screaming. started screaming. And I was like, excuse me, I was like, no, no, rehashing the moments of that night. And even thinking, like, no, 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 no. I kept saying no, 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 and they had to get me into another room. You okay? Like, it's okay. And I'm just hugging my mental health advocate and I'm crying no. It was hard. And I wasn't just saying no because of that rehashing that night. I was putting away someone I truly loved. But I knew it was the right thing for me to do. And I say loved in a way that is a compassionate term, is an enduring term, is I cared for this man. I cared for him. I was living with him. I lived with him multiple times. I cared. But it doesn't make it right what he did to me and to all these other people. It does not make it right. Loving someone doesn't make it right for them to abuse you. The love that you have for them shouldn't run as deep to allow them to abuse you and manipulate you and keep you from yourself. Time and time again, every day. I'm not gonna cry. Oh, I am. I'm not gonna let myself. You know. So yeah, yes, it was hard, and people need to understand that. Much respect to the women that come forward and tell their stories and give, you know, their all into making a change in their life and making a difference so they can get themselves started, so they can reclaim their power, and so they can help that whatever whoever their abuser is to understand that you don't get to do that and get away with it no more. No means no, and it will ever forever be no. um, do you think you will have to go back to court if an appeal, excuse me, I'm sorry y'all. Do you think you will have to go back to court if he get an appeal? I hope not. I hope not. Appeal? What are we really talking about here? I'm sorry, y'all. The hope of that even happening for people, like, let's just squash that real quick. There ain't no appeal. There's not going to be an appeal. Why would they appeal? Why in the right mind would Georgia DeKalb County appeal this case? Why would they try to give free this dangerous man? He broke all the man. I'm just saying, like, there ain't no way. There's no way they would look bad because he's really bad. He's really bad. His record, there's barely no good stuff. The only thing that could come up with when he was trying to get an appeal or try to get bond or whatever was he was a barber in his community. What good has you done since then, other than claiming that you were the Christ and abusing your own people? I'm not trying to talk all the way down on this man, but I'm really trying to just open up people's eyes. What appeal? They couldn't come up with anything else that would make him look like a good citizen for even to get him bond. Sorry I'm missing all these comments. Um, Even last night when she came up, I guess to comfort you, you handle it with such grace and mercy. Hmm? Who? Who is she? I hope you know you're loved and people see your greatness. I'm thankful and gravitate to who you are and can't wait to see what you bring to the world. I'm grateful. I'm excited for everyone to see too, even myself. I'm still figuring out me and still developing me and still evolving into me. The me that I see inside myself, the vision I have is so beautiful and powerful and real. I pray I can show you this in this lifetime, y'all. I really do. Because has a plan on my life. Caleb Butner came up to comfort me. Oh, confront you. I read that whole wrong. I got dyslexia or something, guys. Confront me. So let me read that again. Even last night when she came up to, I guess, to confront you, you handled it with such grace and mercy. Yes, of course, because I love her. I love her. And if she had questions and whatever she wanted to say or ask or whatever, I would be able to answer the best way I can. But I want her to understand that I was never the enemy. I was never the enemy towards them. I would never be the enemy. No, I don't brag or I've been completely humble about a lot of things, but I don't brag about how I was to them because I I was who I was and I am who I am to them because I love them. They know exactly how I was with in carbonation with them. Nothing but uplifting. Kayla came to me a lot when she had troubles. And we talked a lot. Different things, deep things. We talked a lot. It's Nature Boy that's telling her that I'm the enemy. I'm the KKK. She know who I am. The love of me for Kayla would never change. I love her. And I'm still not the enemy. Thank you. Never been. Never will be. Hopefully they'll know and see what was done was for them. The universe did that for them too. The universe blessed me, and I'm blessed to be a blessing. Grateful to be blessed to be a blessing. The universe blessed them in ways and they can't even see the blessing right in front of their face. Because we were taught how to see things, everything as demonic. The people that love us as demonic. The people that cared for us truly as demonic. They're demons. They're devils. They're your lower self. Am I your lower self? Just because I have makeup and pretty things, am I still your lower self? Even though I talk from a space of love, am I still your lower self? Am I not in the Christ consciousness because I do all these things? Am I not spiritual? When's the last time you spoke to the girls still there? Are you guys still close after all this happened? The last time that was the first time I spoke to Kayla since the trial. I mean, not even the trial, since before the trial, before when he was just convicted. She reached out to me and telling me that she left the cult. And she could get in trouble for this, but I never got her in trouble for it because I didn't want to. I understood where she was coming from. I understood that she was mentally enslaved and she was just following orders. She came to me, texted me saying that she was out of the cult. She was out of everything. And telling me, like, trying to get information basically out of me, trying to see if I would say anything wrong or something that would cancel his conviction or whatever. I didn't really trust it, but I wanted to. I wanted to trust that she was out. Then she messaged me days after, or the next day actually, and was just like, I'm sorry that I lied to you, but I never left. I just wanted you to do the right thing. And I'm just, and tell the truth. And I'm like, I am telling the truth, Kayla. And I told her that it would be best for her not to message me ever again if she knows what's good for her. And I said that because I wanted to protect her. Yet they go off and during the trial post the very thing that got him in jail. The very thing that was used as a weapon to break me down. People really think I wanted people to see me that way. No. So that was the first time I've talked to Kayla since then. And yeah, at trial I couldn't say anything, but I looked her in her eye at one point, and that shit tore me down inside. So anyway, moving forward, these are beautiful questions, and I'm grateful that people have questions, but I really planned and hoped for a discussion. I guess I gotta keep doing these things for people to want to come up and talk to me. But I'll continue to do that. I'll continue to do these things if anything. So people can come up. I might just, if no one wants to come up and do a panel or a live or whatever with me, I just, it's okay. I can continue talking or whatever. I hope that you know you're loved. Oh, sorry. I already read that. And I'm not gonna be talking about any tomfoolery because I already talked about a lot of things in my past. Um, um, that's not what we're not gonna do. First of all, we already know that I'm with him currently, and there's a reason why I'm with him. Definitely a reason why I'm with him. I don't believe that we should compare him to him because the works that Nature Boy did is way worse than what he could ever do. And I see the greatness in my lover. I see the greatness in my man, and I see the potential in it. And I'm not gonna tear him down. You never will see me try to tear him down anymore. So we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Oh man, this sucks. I really wanted to talk to people. It's okay. It is what it is. God made it this for a reason. I gotta come back though. I gotta use the restroom. 1 second. I'm back, y'all. Ooh, maybe I should have went out. Went out. I look dang good. I look real good. I looked myself in the mirror. I said, "Dang, girl, you look good." And it's okay to do that. It's okay to look at yourself in the mirror like, "Dang, I look amazing." You don't need no validation from no boy. Oh my God, you're with Solar again. Y'all continue to pray for her. Yeah, pray that we do our best, and pray for protection and love within our relationship and in our family. Continue to pray for everyone that you decide to pray for, but know what to pray for. I'm asking that you pray that for protection, love, happiness, forgiveness to reign within our. I keep trying to say marriage, but it feels like that. It feels like we're definitely entwined. Yeah, continue to pray for happiness to continue and love to continue. And I keep saying continue because I'm happy where I'm at. And I'll continue to be happier as long as I stay true to myself and be honest and authentic. Now, if we decide to part ways in the future, if that's ever going to happen, then that's what we decided to do. But God is in our relationship. God is working on us. And there's prayers over us already. So, yes, do continue to pray. But pray that we are good. Not that we separate in a whole mess of things and hatred and horribleness. But pray that we get it together for our family and for ourselves. And we continue to be authentic with ourselves and be real. I came back together with him because I felt like I was doing something that was real for me. I didn't want to fear being with a man that I truly, truly loved anymore because of what people were saying about him, saying about us, because our relationship, everything that happened in our states of healing out of cult residuals, we did a lot of things to each other. I didn't want to not forgive and hold myself back from a love that I wanted to experience. So yeah, continue to pray, please. But pray for what we actually want you to pray for. Because two or more in the midst make it a powerful thing. We've all made mistakes. We have. And unlike y'all, I have a child with this man. And a beautiful one at that I have to kiss every day. I don't even have to. I kiss her face every day and it looks just like his. I'm kissing him every day. I'm loving him every day, a part of him and a part of me mixed together, which is a beautiful thing to witness. So I wanted to get back with that. I wanted to see where it can go and move forward with purpose instead of possession. Before, when I look at it, I used to look at love as a possessive thing. I wanted to possess somebody. I wanted them to be mine. I want him to be him. I want him to be his and choose to be with me. And I want to be me and choose to be with me and be with him. I think that's, in a sense, that's love. When you are good with yourself and someone comes into your life and it just matches, it makes it better, and we're in purpose together. So yeah, we went through a whole lot of stuff and we were able to forgive, and we're still forgiving, we're still healing. And I think we don't even have that much to even heal or forgive. Like we're good. We've been doing the work. And he's been going to church, so trust and believe me, he's been praying. Or he's been at least having good intentions and meditating on beautiful things for us. Good intentions. You know. I do have a lot on my shoulders. I do. I love how you communicate that, Janae. I'm grateful. Thank you. Love always wins, and it will show, and it forever will. Are you going to get? Are we going to get our cooking book? Are you juicing? I should never really come out with books like and tell y'all before I get it done because I don't know what happens. All of a sudden, it just out the window. I have all these recipes in my phone and all this other stuff. It's just putting it together. I'm just like, but maybe we'll see. We'll see. If I feel called to do so and I have the motivation and dedication to do it, I'll do it. But being a mom and focusing on other things like my passions when it comes out to singing, now singing is something I was running away from a long time. And I don't want to run away from that anymore. I have many gifts and talents and abilities, which I'm grateful. Thank you, God, given gifts and talents. It's just that I sometimes have to focus on one and get that going. So I said to myself, well, singing is something I am truly powerfully passionate about. And every time I think about it, I'm like coming into tears. So I think that I want to focus on that more. But thank you for reminding me and remember me. I'm not juicing currently because I don't have a juicer. I bought that juicer from my mom, the one that I was using months ago, back when I was in North Carolina. I bought that for my mother. And when we parted ways, I let her have it because that was hers. I just was using it. And I let her know all the time that that's yours. I'm just using it. Yeah, he's not. He's not. Hey, Akasha, how are you? Love wins all the time. Absolutely. Growth. Absolutely. Do you want more kids? Absolutely. God, you already know what it is. Also, I love to see some good content too. What kind of content would you like to see? Absolutely. I would love more kids. I definitely would like some more kids. I'm going to give Zuli more. I'm going to give her more. I'm going to give her, a little sibling she could play with that came from my body. I want to do that for her. I do. And I want to see actually how, if me and Courtney mix together again, how the next one would look. And then the next one. I do. It's love. Children are beautiful bundles of love when you think about it. Like you that you love yourself, and then another person that you dearly and you love, and then you mix them together into one being, and you're looking at your kid like, oh, I just love you. You're just amazing. You're awesome in every form. Making a coloring book. Oh, I also have a coloring book that I haven't made either, and I have all the pages in my phone. I don't know. I guess I got into a place where I thought I wasn't good enough, or the coloring book pages weren't good enough, and I didn't know how to put it together. But there's people on Fiverr that can put together coloring books just if you just provide certain things. Yeah, um, that's there. It's a possibility that can come out too. Love more music. Love more music video content. Now here we go. Yes, music video content. Yes, please pray for that. That Janae starts her passions and music career in the best way possible. Connect with the right people to give her affordable music videos and stuff like that. Pray for that. That's something good. Do you plan on relocating or traveling soon anytime in the future? Even if I am, I wouldn't be out there telling everybody because that's your business to tell. That's their business not to tell. Excuse me. That's your business. you know. Um, and it's good to keep your plans sacred sometimes. Um, but as far as I'm concerned, you just want to keep things to yourself. You know. But I do want to travel. I do want to go off and see different parts of the world. Me and Courtney are learning Japanese together. So putting Japan on my bucket list. Where the hell? Am I tripping or am I tripping? I just want to share, make sure I ain't tripping, because you know what I'm saying. I just wanted to make sure I ain't tripping. Just wanted to make sure I ain't tripping. Okay, so hey Anthony, it would be dope if you and Courtney made a song together. Yep, already in the works, y'all. Hey, not gonna say too much, but we are definitely dope individuals, dope artists, and you'll start to see more coming from us. So stay tuned. We have a lot coming soon, and I wish he was here to say more of what we got coming soon. But yeah, um, some of that things are going to be kept sacred, and some of the things we can tell. You know, so we have a lot coming soon. My three sons went to Japan together and loved it. Oh wow. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Hi Janae, you look wonderful. Thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I have a 2 hour limit on here, y'all, because I have a daughter that needs to go to bed pretty soon. But yeah, I just want to let y'all know that 2 hour limit. I'm in Jamaica. Montego Bay. Awesome. I went to Montego Bay for a family reunion years ago. Very beautiful part. Oh my God, very beautiful. I'm off to bed, but I hope you have a beautiful night, Miss Janae. I appreciate that. I hope you have a wonderful night as well. And stay prayed up to your days up. Stay protected and loved. And know that love exists for you at any time, in any place. Just look within yourself. I think I'm going to allow like probably 15 more minutes here and then go off, because, every time I don't know what's going on. Every time I say I'm going for a panel, not a lot of people want to talk. But it is what it is. I'm still growing a community here. I pray that people that are here watching would like to be a part of this community over here. Um, we have a lot to offer, a lot going on over here. Um, Not much to say after everything I already said. Um, I think I got most things off of my chest. The only thing I can think about is going back to um, I'm starting to lose it. I thought about it when I went to the bathroom, but now I'm starting to lose it again. Hey, maybe it'll come back. Um, Mount Fuji, that's what you meant? Mount Fuji. Okay, I was about to say what you was talking about. Mount Fuji sounds wonderful to visit. Oh my God. I would love to go to Japan and try their ramen. Eat and enjoy their ramen. Not even just try it, enjoy it. I would love that. I would have definitely talked to you, but I'm at work. Oh, thank you, Shannon. I appreciate that. I understand. I know you would have talked. I know you would have talked to me. Definitely. All right. Well, it is becoming. I gotta get my daughter to sleep. So, her grandma's gonna bring her in to sleep. So it's okay. We'll come around the next time. and hopefully I'll reach out to more people to see if they want to do a panel on a topic. There you go. Just keep building. A lot of us want to see you win, even though through the drama. Keep going with your passions, music, writing, drawing, even a mommy and me drawing channel. That's beautiful. Have a wonderful night. You as well, loves. We are here to support. I appreciate you. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all as well. And I pray y'all have a blessed night. I'm going to get my daughter and probably retire for the night. I love you guys. Peace. Peace, love, and light. You already know who it is. It's Goddess Janae Alexandria. And I will just tell y'all whenever I come back live. Bye.